Hi, I'm James Lamont, Fellow at the Vadine Center for Rural Economic Development at the University of Minnesota at Crookston. Today, we're going to talk about the importance for efficient port systems as well as ports for U.S. agriculture. About a month ago, the United States and the world at that narrowly avoided a major disruption in the transfer of goods and shipments. This was due to the fact that there were union agreements with the East Coast port system and an inability and or unwillingness to shift a majority of that throughput to Western ports. As a result, after 3 or 4 days of continuous negotiations and at a feverish pace, the nation came to, or rather the national port system came to an agreement with their major unions, thereby keeping the ports open. But what is the importance for agriculture as far as it's concerned, port system that is? First of all, we're a net producer primarily of goods. So for agriculture, thinking of the upper Midwest, whether it be Minnesota, the Dakotas, or other major agricultural producing states, we move our products since we have low densities in terms of population, yet vast amounts of agricultural products to the coasts for export. Western coasts right now happen to be, for at least for our region, the major port system for our exports. However, East Coast ports are equally as important. In the aggregate, the port system as a whole handles roughly $140 billion worth of agricultural exports each year. So as you can imagine, any disruption is a major disruption to the bottom line of any organization wishing to move their product. The other issue with ports is the system itself is rather antiquated. There's a lot of congestion and outdated infrastructure, so this is increasing transportation costs. Some ports can't accommodate larger Supermax and Panamax type vessels, and as a result, they have to pay higher costs to move shipments of goods. So having a reliable port system is critical for U.S. farmers and processors of farming equipment to remain globally competitive. So there's been a call, just like all infrastructure in the United States, to modernize the American port system. This would naturally enhance food supply chain efficiency and reduce delays. And then obviously any investment that can accommodate larger vessels and or additional infrastructure that serves those ports would prevent costly bottlenecks. We saw a few that were externalities, whether it was the drought in the Panama Canal system, issues in the Red Sea due to an overturned tanker, and or just threats due to geopolitical issues. So upgrading ports ensures the safe handling of goods and offers additional optionality to producers, processors, exporters, as well as importers. Effective ports also reduce the environmental impact because through optimization, you find that more modern equipment uses less energy and tends to be renewably focused. So it's time to modernize our port system, and I'd like to thank you for joining us today. We'll see you in our next video. Take care.